Zohran Mamdani's story begins far away from the towering skyline of New York City. He was born on October 18, 1991, in Kampala, Uganda, a place full of resilience, struggle, and hope. From the very beginning, his life was shaped by powerful ideas. His father, the renowned scholar Zohran Mamdani, and his mother, the award-winning filmmaker Mira Nair, surrounded him with knowledge, art, and stories. But even with such a remarkable family, Zohran's journey was never simple. It was emotional, unpredictable, and deeply human. As a child, Zohran moved across continents: Uganda, South Africa, and eventually New York City. These moves left him searching for a place to belong. At the Bronx High School of Science, he wasn't just another student. He was a young boy trying to understand his identity in a world that often felt too big and too divided. These early experiences planted the seeds of the leader he would one day become. When Zohran entered Bowdoin College to study Africana studies, everything changed. The history he learned was not just academic, it was alive. Stories of struggle and liberation connected with his own life, his own roots. He became an activist, raising his voice for justice, marching for causes he believed in, speaking for those who felt unheard. These years filled him with purpose. But Zohran wasn't only a thinker, he was an artist too. Under the name Young Cardamom, later Mr. Cardamom, he created music that carried emotion, identity, and rhythm. His tracks explored migration, belonging, and culture. His voice echoed with honesty. He even contributed to his mother's film, blending art and activism in a way that only someone deeply connected to both worlds could. After college, Zohran worked in Queens as a foreclosure prevention counselor. This chapter changed him forever. Every day, he met families terrified of losing their homes, parents breaking down, children afraid of being uprooted, hard-working people crushed by a system that didn't protect them. Zohran listened. He comforted them. He fought for them. And in their pain, he found his mission. That mission pushed him into politics. In 2020, Zohran ran for the New York State Assembly in District 36. With almost no big donors and no powerful connections, he walked door to door, talking to neighbors, listening to their worries, sharing his vision for fairness, housing justice, and better transit. People saw his sincerity, they saw his courage, they believed in him, and he won. It was a victory not just for him, but for every person who felt ignored by the system. Zohran didn't stop there. When New York City taxi drivers were drowning in predatory debt, he joined their protest. For 15 days, he went on a hunger strike with them. 15 days of weakness, dizziness, and pain. Yet, he refused to back down. His sacrifice helped bring historic relief for thousands of struggling drivers. This was not politics. This was humanity. In 2024, Zohran took the biggest step of his life. He announced his run for mayor of New York City. People doubted him. They said he was too young, too bold, too unconventional. But slowly, excitement grew. Endorsements came from powerful progressive voices. Crowds gathered, movements formed. And in 2025, history was made. Zohran Mamdani won the mayoral election, becoming New York City's first Muslim mayor, its first South Asian mayor, and one of its youngest leaders ever. When he took the oath, it was more than a political moment. It was the victory of every immigrant who dreamed of belonging, every family who prayed for fairness, every young person who wanted to be heard. Zohran's journey is not just the story of a politician. It is the story of a boy who crossed continents, who embraced his identity, who stood with the people, who fought even when the fight was painful. His life reminds us that real change begins with heart, with compassion, with courage, and with the belief that every person deserves dignity. Thank you for watching Everstory Network. If this story touched you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more powerful histories from around the world.